President Rodrigo Duterte on Thursday, December 8, denies he wants Vice President Leni Robredo out of office and assures her and her fellow Bicolanos that she will serve her full term.
I will assure Leni and the rest of the Bicol region that you will have her until the very end of his term.
Bicol is Robredo's home region. Duterte is responding to a question if there is any basis for Robredo's fear that the vice presidency would be stolen from her. He says he does not intend to remove Robredo from her post amid claims he prefers former Senator Bongbong Marcos as vice president.
And there is no such thing as removing a vice president.
Asked about the reconcilable differences with Robredo, Duterte cites Robredo's support for strong bilateral ties with the United States to preserve the flow of official development assistance. Vice President Leni Robredo on Thursday, December 8, says the approval of the death penalty bill at the House committee level was rushed to fulfill the wishes of President Rodrigo Duterte. Robredo says, quote, "It looks like the committee fast-tracked the approval of the bill to accede to the president's wishes." The House Committee on Justice approved the proposal to reinstate capital punishment for all heinous crimes on Wednesday. It is one of the priority bills of the president. Robredo says there was no sufficient evidence or studies presented that would support or even refute the claim that the death penalty would be an effective deterrent against crime. She also reminded lawmakers that the Philippines is bound by an international pact that prevents the return of capital punishment. Robredo says, quote, "It seems some members of the Committee on Justice forgot that the country is a signatory to the second optional protocol to the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, which prohibits the Philippines from reinstating the death penalty." Senator Laila de Lima on Thursday calls President Rodrigo Duterte a murderer and the father of all extrajudicial killings after he vowed to protect police officers tagged in the murder of a local official. De Lima says, quote, "Now we all know that the order and command to murder Espinosa in cold blood came from none other than the president himself. People of the Philippines, your president is a murderer." Duterte earlier said he will not allow cops who allegedly conspired to kill Albuera Mayor Rolando Espinosa Sr. to go to jail. He said this after the National Bureau of Investigation recommended multiple murder charges against the 24-member team led by Superintendent Marvin Marcos. Duterte repeatedly vowed to protect police fighting his war on drugs. De Lima says, quote, "Duterte's admission seals his fate as the father of all EJKs, first in Davao City, now throughout the entire Philippines." Philippine National Police Chief Ronald Dela Rosa says he has not made up his mind on whether or not he will stop Oplan TokHang after a Senate panel said it was unconstitutional. Dela Rosa says, quote, "The senators would know better. If it's unconstitutional, we will follow. If they say in their report that we should stop Oplan TokHang, then we will stop. They can say you stop your war on drugs and let the drug menace continue." He adds, quote, "I'll think about it before I stop it because I will not allow illegal drugs to spread. But we will follow the legal standpoint. We will consider it." TokHang is a combination of Bisaya words tok-tok or knock and hangyo or to plead. In Oplan TokHang, cops literally knock on the homes of suspected drug users and pushers to ask them to change their ways. The operation is the brainchild of Dela Rosa when he was still Davao City Police Chief and is now being implemented nationwide. A decree on training for Roman Catholic priests published Wednesday insists gays cannot enter the priesthood. The document says, quote, "The Church, while deeply respecting the people concerned, cannot admit to a seminary or into holy orders those who practice homosexuality, show deep-seated homosexual tendencies, or support what is called gay culture." The new comprehensive guide to the training of Catholic clergy was approved by Pope Francis and published by the Vatican's official journal. It updates a previous version dating back 30 years about the barring of people who present homosexual tendencies. But the new decree exempts candidates with, quote, "homosexual tendencies which may only be the expression of a transitory problem, such as an adolescent."